Hey guys, Andy B2W here, and today I'm bringing you World Cup Match Day 2 review. And what have we got? Starting with Group A, starting with an apology. I am really sorry to all the African teams because I have completely underestimated African football because I said no African teams will get out of the group. Well, going into the final day, all of them are still in contention. So I've had a mare there, I've had a big mess there, and well, we'll see anyway. We'll talk about the African teams group by group. So I'm with Group A, which Senegal are in, and what happened to Senegal? Oh yeah, they beat Qatar 3-1 to keep their hopes alive of qualifying. Now, they play Ecuador on the last day, but what did I think of Senegal's performance? Standard win. Wouldn't say it was amazing. Qatar are already out. They're gone home. They're not gone home. They're at home. But what I thought Qatar had a bad World Cup, as I thought they would, really. They took a really long time to get their first goal. Conceded a few. And yeah, bad World Cup. But as for Senegal, do I think they'll beat Ecuador? I don't know. I mean, Ecuador got a great point against Holland, which means they only need one more point. And they're in the last 16. They get a point against Senegal. And I kind of like those odds for Ecuador. I'm going to say, I think Ecuador will hold out. I predicted it from the start, and yeah. After Holland, Qatar, I think it'll be a hammering. I think Qatar will get a goal really late on. But I say Holland will win about 5-1. It'll be a bit of a joke. Holland haven't been great, but Qatar have been even worse. So I think Holland will win the group quite easily. They'll get the goal difference they need. And yeah, Group B, England's group. England and America was a game that I was really looking forward to. Brought me back to 2010 vibes. What a letdown. What a letdown. Bad performance by England. Bad performance by America. Well, not bad performance by America, but really bad spectacle. And England are basically through. They just need a point against Wales to confirm it, but they want to win the group, which means they have to win that. And I back England to do it. Because I don't think Wales have been great. I think Wales got beaten by Iran, which I really didn't see coming. But they have been beaten by Iran. And Wales have to beat England about, was it 4-0 tomorrow? They have to hammer England tomorrow to have any hope of going through. And that's not going to happen. So I'm sorry to the Welsh. You're going home. You're going home tomorrow. I know I said you'd go through in my predictions, but you're not. You're just not. You're too far off the pace. So that brings me on to Iran and America, who does go through. I think it's going to be a draw. I back Iran to get a point, and I think Iran go into the last 16. We'll see, but that's what I'm going to go on. I'm going to say Iran and America will be a draw, and Iran do it. Cut off there, but as I was saying, America go home with nothing, absolutely no points whatsoever, and I think it's cut off. No, it hasn't cut off, but as I say, that's what I'm going to go with. And Iran and America draw, and yep. So, what have we got? Group C, France beat Denmark 2-1. France looked very good. A final day against Tunisia doesn't really matter. I can see France and Tunisia being 0-0 crap, honestly. Tunisia, how did they do? They got beaten by Australia. Tunisia have had a run. They're the one African country that I've actually overestimated on because I said they come third. And in the last video I said Tunisia would go through, because I felt like they'd beat Australia. And they didn't. And I'm sorry about that to the Aussies, because we'll go on to the Aussies in a minute. But Tunisia you're not going through. I'm sorry, you're coming last. As for Australia, well, I can't say very impressed because you weren't brilliant. Yes, you won. Fair play, good win. But you weren't brilliant, and I'm sorry, but you were good for maybe your performance, but I still think Denmark, as bad as they are, I think Denmark will still beat you and go into the knockouts. But I hope you do. I want to see Australia actually get into the last 16. It'll be mad. But I can't see it. I'm sorry, Australia. I know you only need a draw, but I'm saying 2-0 Denmark, easy enough. As for Group D, which is... I'm getting these groups muddled up. Group D is actually... Group C is Argentina. Group D is France. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, Argentina's group, sorry. Let me just rewrite that. Blah, blah, blah. Right. Argentina beat Mexico 2-0. Great performance. Not great performance. Great second half performance. Not a good first half performance. They played Poland in a must-win last game. And I'll back Argentina to be really good in it and win 3-0. Poland are weird. Poland are either brilliant or they're awful. And I think they'll do a really bad performance, and I think this is the game it will come in. I think Lewandowski did well with the goal, but let's see if 4 points will be enough, though, to send Poland through. On to the Mexico-Saudis game. Now, Saudis got a very good result against... Who was it against? Argentina, but that was a while ago. But they were very bad against Poland. And I think the Saudis and Mexico will be a draw. I don't think Mexico have enough firepower. I don't think Mexico are good enough. So I'm going to say a draw. But will it be enough to send the Saudis through? It will. Because of Poland's awful goal difference, it will. I'm saying it and I'm sticking to it. The Saudis will go through, not Poland. Probably going to be wrong, but yeah. Group E, Spain's group this is, I'm going to say it. Spain, Germany, 1-1. Both teams have got improvement to do. Germany can be tough to play against, so can Spain. Germany have to beat Costa Rica. They are in crisis, but on to Spain first because they are all but into the last 16. All they need is a point against Japan, and I'd say they'll easily do it because Japan, I was not impressed with. Very bad loss to Costa Rica, but I just don't know. I think Japan will get enough, and I'm sorry, but I don't think you will. I think Spain will beat you. And I think Germany will beat Costa Rica. And I think Germany will go through now in second. I really had I had my money on you, Japan, pretty much, to win that game against Costa Rica. That's all you had to do to go through. You did. And you blew it. And now you're going out. In my opinion, you're going out because of that. And yeah, Costa Rica could bring an upset to Germany, maybe. But I'm not going to say it because I just don't think it's realistic enough. Croatia, Belgium, Morocco and Canada. Canada already out. Tried to play some nice stuff. Didn't get enough goals against Belgium. Weren't good. And yeah, haven't had a great time. But okay, let's go with Morocco first because I have underestimated you big time. You are shocking me because you beat Belgium 2-0 out of nowhere. And I think you're going into the last 16 as group winners. But I don't think you beat Canada. Either Morocco and Canada might be 0-0. I don't think it'd be a great spectacle. And I'm going to say it, Morocco, 5 points, but it will be enough to win you the group. No, it won't actually. Because they're going to back Croatia to draw to Belgium and win the group. I have to back Croatia. I have to. Okay? Belgium could win it. If they really turn up, Belgium will win it. But I just don't think Belgium will. I don't think Belgium are good enough to do it. And I don't think Belgium get out of the group. So, there we go. Next group. Now, these are the groups of today, so I really should know this. Brazil's group. Brazil beat Switzerland 1-0. Switzerland did well in the closing down areas of the game, but attackively weren't good enough. Brazil, point against Cameroon. No, they're already through, but a point will win them the group. I say Brazil will get that and sail into the last 16. I think Cameroon are going home. Again, I've underestimated you. You were brilliant against Serbia today, the way you came back. And I think you were really good. But I just don't think you beat Brazil and go through. But Serbia and Switzerland. Switzerland are going through. I'm sorry. After what I've seen in this tournament, Switzerland are better. They're not amazing, Switzerland, but they are better than Serbia. And I back Switzerland to get a draw and put themselves into the knockouts. And yeah. And final day, we got Portugal, Uruguay, Korea and Ghana. This is the hardest one. I think Portugal... See, this is where I'm at. Portugal are through. They've gotten their 6 points. Bruno Fernandes is one of the players of the tournament. And yeah, so that's great. Portugal through. But I don't think they'll try against Korea. I'm trying to work it out in my head with the goal difference. In my head, if my maths are right in my head with this, South Korea go through. Because I think they beat Portugal 2-0 on the last day. I think Uruguay beat Ghana 1-0. And even though Ghana, again, he's underestimating African teams. I know I am. But I just think it's too big a match for Ghana. I think they've over-speculated this match. And I just think Uruguay will do it. They have the talent to beat Uruguay, though. I will not deny that for a second. And if they go through, it will be well-deserved. And I would give them full credit if they do. But I just don't think they will. I could be wrong. Prove me wrong again. And yeah. Anyway, it's been me. And I'll see you for match day 3.